Here today to going over the first project on my Duramax. And the reason I really bought this truck in the first place was for towing and for power. And of course the first mod I made was to increase the power. What I've chosen to do is the Edge CTS Evolution programmer controller, and with that I added the EAS expandable accessory switch module, because basically I wanted to be able to add a couple things, lights. I'm going to put onboard air compressor, some other stuff, and I didn't want to do toggle switches. And I liked what they had to offer. So a lot of people you see are putting their EAS screens up here in the corner of the dash. I really just didn't want to limit my visibility like that. So what I chose is to put it down here in the console. So I trimmed away a little bit of this rubber boot that was here, and I chose to just take the mount that came with it, and I just put a single screw here. I used double-sided tape on the back to secure it, so it's nice and it's very solid. I've been driving around with it for about a week, and I like it. It doesn't interfere with any of my plugs, and honestly I've only used this a few times anyway, so for me it's working. I like it. But one of the positive things I like from this and having the switchability, as you can see here on the switch kit, the EAS expansion, it comes with the ability to hook up 2 switches. So there's a screen that you can choose from here, and I can literally just tap on that or that. Well, I've got this hooked to my first little 20-inch light bar on the front. On this particular screen I can change the indications in these squares, or by going on the side of the screen here, you can change to the different. This is more of the standard default, and I've been playing around with what I think is fun to look at. I guess at this point I haven't really gotten a whole lot of data out of it. I got my exhaust gas temperature. I like this one, the vane position. So this is the option screen. Go into the different performance settings on this, because it has the programmer. It comes with these 3 programs: economy, towing, and performance. I've played briefly with all 3. Honestly, economy, it wakes up the truck real nice for just everyday driving and commuting. Helps with that little dead pedal sensation that a lot of people might talk about. When I first got the truck, it felt honestly like it didn't have much power. The pedal, it seems like it's hard to push and nothing really happens right away. It makes it drive real smooth, but it just doesn't feel like it has 400 and some horsepower and 700 foot-pounds of torque. I'm just really starting to play with it, but I wanted to show you my install. It's really nice. It goes down to the OBD port right down. You can get to it in the screen. And then there's a single T in the line that comes with the Evolution, that you just plug the single cord from that EAS module, run that up through the boot and the firewall into the engine bay, and then you can tee off there and go to power and lights and relays and all the other stuff. So makes the install real clean. You know, if you want to bring 2 or 3 different things into the cab and hook up these switches, you only have to do it with 1 cord. And I came from a Ford that already had the upfitter switches in it, so I was a little spoiled by that, I guess, and not having that availability in the Chevy. I mean, this is a nice truck. It's got all these switches in here nicely placed in the way, but they didn't. It would have been nice if there would have been a blank 1 or 2 honestly. This is the LTZ model. So anyway, that's my upgrade for today. Thank you.